What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Abuse. So hit the hammer because you came through. Ew. So look, we're gonna talk about some of the episode, and we're gonna talk about a theory that I think might happen tonight. And I want to focus on the theory first, and I want to bring my people in so we could talk about it. So I want to know y'all opinion, and I want to know what y'all think about the episode. But since Brillo's here now, he can't stay long. We're gonna hit that. I'm gonna cut to the chase, and we're gonna hit that. All right. So this is. Did you guys see the vote in the top of the chat? Scroll up to the top and put that vote in. Will Tariq get the go ahead to take out Kane? Will Tariq get the go ahead to take out Kane? That is the poll question for the night. So scroll up to the top, hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and let's get into this episode. Or let's get into the theory first. So let me pull this up. Okay, I'm gonna take y'all back down memory lane. Y'all gonna walk with me on this one, right?
I ain't tell her to do that.
Look, she's a mother, I understand. But she can't call him ever again.
All right? And Kane can't come for me again.
Look, I'm not giving you permission to hunt Kane down. But this is the streets. You gotta protect yourself at all times by any means necessary. So if he comes for you, it is what it is. I'll hold nothing against you. But if I get any word of you seeking him out and killing my son, nigga, I promise you I'll come kill you myself. Do we have an understanding?
All right. So we was talking about it in the back, and only reason why I'm revisiting this because people was already talking about people are already talking about that whole incident with Kane telling Effie to basically flip on Tariq.
So, they sound like
So
somebody beating up on the gate or something. What the heck is
who is
that?
that?
Yeah, somebody gotta put their stuff on mute,
Who is
man.
that? I hear cars and shit. Hold on.
They
It
gotta
ain't
be.
me.
Hey, see, you gotta put yourself on mute.
Who outside?
Sound like some,
Anywho, look, I don't know who it is, but I don't know if they on the train or if they outside or what. But we trying to do this here, please.
right.
So who wants to take it first?
I'll
Brillo?
take it first since I got a slide.
All right,
Oh,
before you this is I'm going to show you this, and then this is why I'm saying it may happen because she gave him a warning and he didn't listen to her, King.
And don't go breathing a word of this shit to Effie because she needs to think we're business as usual.
Fuck that. Y'all out here trying to set up Effie?
Boy, I done told you everything you need to know, so don't go thinking for yourself.
Cause then I'm gonna realize I don't need you. That's why you say that shit.
I say, and don't you go talking to that girl because this Rico shit is real and is banging at our door.
All right, Brillo, take it.
I like it. Of course, anything that's gonna get Kane eliminated by my grandson. Of course, I like it. He definitely deserves it. Monet, she did say that, but I know she'll feel differently if it happens. Now, if Kane is pressing her, right, because he knows he knows what she did to Lorenzo. He definitely knows. I feel like I think it's gonna happen. I for sure know Kane is getting eliminated this season. That's a prediction that I have. I think it's gonna happen. Please let my grandson do it. I don't want nobody else.
I'm thinking he's gonna do it. I'm with you on this, Brillo. I think it's gonna be him. Um, we talked about this last night in the Discord, and I believe that conversation that they had in season 1, because that's from season 1, y'all.
Right.
when Tasha was in jail and all of that, and she contacted uh Lorenzo and all of that with the burner. So as far as this, he's got the go ahead now.
Fact.
If he finds out that he tried to get Effie to flip on him, she's gonna thank you. She's gonna what you call it? She's gonna I think Effie might even go as far as telling Reek that he
Effie
loves
is
him.
gonna tell you. Think about it, Moochie.
Yeah, because she's gonna realize
She
how
got
stupid
to.
he is.
Right.
But
She got.
people. I had an argument with somebody about that too. But go ahead. That's neither here nor
I
there.
mean, she got to tell him. That's the only way she gonna get out. Dave through Davis and Tariq's help. If she can somehow convince Lauren to change her story, or that's the only way she gonna get out.
Okay, Demarcus. We got a super chat from Demarcus. Thank you, Demarcus. I believe Effie will stay silent to Tariq, and Effie will set Kane up and tell Blanca that Kane actually is the actual kingpin because technically he is. He paid her tuition. So she could flip it like that,
That
but that
tuition
means
better
she
not come
going
back.
down too, though. You
Yeah,
feel
That
me?
I
So,
can see that. Hey,
tuition better
Moochie,
not come back into play. Hold
the
on. Hey,
receipts are there too, though, to prove it that he paid for it.
all right, what you say, Brillo?
I'm just saying that tuition better not come into play to help us in the long run.
I
But
know,
look,
right?
I gotta take off. I'm going on
I
a
know. Go ahead,
little
enjoy your night. Thank you for
something.
coming through,
Peace
and then
though.
I'm gonna take
Okay,
everybody else's thing. Thanks.
Bye, Brillo.
Peace. Peace.
All right. So, EJ, you want the spotlight? So, what's your take on that little thing?
I think that you have a point there. I think that Monet did give him the go ahead. And I joke and stuff about this whole Effie thing. We all go back and forth about it. But at the end of the day, I've always said that Effie will remain solid. But my reason for saying that is not because I just like Effie so much, as you can see. It's
Mm-hmm.
because it makes sense. It's because it's the most logical thing. It's the logical thing for Tariq to help Effie and for Effie not to flip. It doesn't make sense for her to flip. If she flips, that just hurts everyone. She knows the danger of Noma. She knows everything that's going to happen. And right now, self-preservation is not going to be the thing. The only way I could see that happening is if, like I said, if they gave her immunity, but I don't even know if that would make her really flip. I just think the obvious thing for her to do is to not listen to Kane and to go with whatever the plan is going to be, because we know there's going to be a plan, and she just needs to go with that plan, and maybe she might make it out of this. But unfortunately, as much as we're going to miss Kane so much, he's going to go. Somebody has to take the fall for this. This isn't going to go away, and I think that Kane is the fall guy, and it is what it is.
Thank you, EJ.
I've been
Somebody
saying
was
either
saying.
he gonna go to jail or he gonna die.
Yeah.
Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate it. I just made it like an hour or so ago. Appreciate it.
Purple. It got the Laker colors too, by the way.
A little light on the yellow, but
Mm-hmm.
It's going more and more closer. So he might get locked up where he's gonna be bothering him, just like I said.
Mm-hmm.
How Kanan was bothering Ghost. I'm
Yeah.
just saying he reminds me of he has that combination that he's like Kanan and he's a killer, So I wanted to show that clip from season 1 so that way you guys could get the gist of it. And Detroit, you next. You
Oh,
next up.
okay. Um. All right, Tariq, man. If I'm you, my brother, you need to eliminate Kane. You gave him multiple passes. You let him set you up. You helped his whole family out. He's still trying to set you up. He low key. He the reason why you and Effie ain't together right now, according to Effie, because she's so I ain't go. She's smart, but she's stupid. What she did. You should have never admitted that to Kane that you took care of Lauren, which you really didn't though. But you should have never admitted that, but you did anyway. He making Braden trying to make Braden trade on you, and then now he's basically saying the snitch on Tariq. So I think it's time for Tariq to cut his water off. You can't keep giving this dude more passes.
Exactly.
X.
Okay, Tamika, what's your take on it?
I agree. I think y'all pretty much said, it all. At the end of the day, it was like either they was gonna be able to get on board together and work together, which they never could seem to do because Kane just got too much hate in his heart and too much jealousy for Tariq, and that always gets in his way. Or
Mm-hmm.
it was like they gonna have to go head to head. It's gonna have to be one or the other. And with him sitting here telling Effie to, you know, put it on Tariq, I don't definitely don't think she's doing that. More than likely, she's probably not gonna be feeling the fact that he's telling her to do that. And I agree that she's probably gonna go tell Tariq. And yeah, Monet basically, even though she said that she might be in her feelings, but then she might not because she might feel like he just doing too much, and she might want him out the way too. So I could definitely see that coming back to bite him on the behind. I definitely agree and have been saying as well that I could see him either dying or at a minimum going to jail. Like she puts it on him instead of putting it on Tariq or something along them lines.
Mm-hmm. And then let me ask Steve what he think because he's been quiet the whole time. Steve, what's your take
Yeah,
on
man.
it?
I agree. I agree with the panel. I think no one's gonna get away from this Rico scot free. Someone's gonna have to take the fall, and the best choice would be Kane because he's on the street messing basically everything up. So I think he would be the most valuable choice to take that fall, and he can handle himself in prison.
Yeah,
He said he
I
could.
agree with that. I feel like we're gonna see him. We're gonna see him become Lorenzo in jail. He's gonna be the kingpin inside, and
I
even
was
though
just
he's
about to
not
say
making
that.
moves like that, he's gonna be he gonna be running with a crew or whatever, where he's gonna be able to hold himself, handle himself in there.
It
Yeah.
might be hard for him though, Moochie, because he's so dumb and he don't listen. The first couple months might be hard for him in prison.
Oh,
But
definitely,
I think his
definitely.
name alone was gonna buy him some respect in there with his name alone.
What's your take on it, EJ?
About the Kane going to jail situation.
Yeah,
I mean, if he go to jail, I think he'll like he said, he'll be able to handle himself. But I definitely either see jail or unalive in Kane's future. But jail seems like it would be the better option because I was going to ask you earlier. You were talking about Kanan. Is that what you're saying? You're saying that you see a
I
overlap the
see him
same
being.
exact thing.
I see him being in jail, and Kane's gonna torment Tariq. He's gonna be sending people out there to do certain stuff because he can't stand him if he
Yeah,
don't take him out. And I think that's why he might have to.
that makes
And I
sense.
think especially if he pushes up on Braden hard.
Yeah.
Uh, can I say this?
Yeah, you
With,
can
with,
say
a, with
it.
a character like Kane, you do not put him to jail. You kill him because what you're doing is you. I'm gonna say I said this a long time ago, and I think EJ remembered that I said Kane ain't no snitch, but the only
Mm-mm.
person he would snitch on is Tariq.
Tariq.
Oh
True.
yeah, he would do that.
He
But
would do that. So knowing how jealous this dude is, you can't send him. You never know what he might do. He might end up snitching on Tariq.
Yeah,
You
and
got to
Only
put him
thing that
down.
only thing that will stop him from doing that is Monet convinced him not to, and she convinced him to take the charge.
she
yeah.
might have to but then he might not do it because of what she did.
She
See
he
what I'm
he
saying?
not about to do that. He not doing that for his mama when he is gonna find out that he's that his father is dead because of his mother. That's gonna happen. I believe he gonna figure it out and at the end of episode 9 going into 10.
Hmm. But
Ooh.
I just feel like Kane isn't going to. I
Who
feel like
you
the
think?
people who would
Oh,
react
sorry.
would be Drew. I'm sorry, I apologize. I was
No,
just
that
gonna
was
say.
me. That's
Oh,
on
I
me.
was just gonna say that the people that would react would be Drew and Diana. I don't think Kane reacts to her killing Lorenzo because he was willing to keep the secret about Lorenzo killing Zeke, and he was willing to kill his own father when he thought it was a setup. I don't think he reacts to that. I think the other two react to it, in my opinion.
All right.
That's true because I feel like he already pretty much knows that Monet was behind that.
Oh
Another
yeah.
option is Noma gets tired of his behind and she
Hmm.
gives the order.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that
Or
too.
Obi.
Mm.
No, Obi don't really like him.
Yeah, true.
I
So I'm gonna
can
go.
I
Okay, I'm gonna go to
my
the
bad.
chat because I want to see what
Okay.
everybody's saying because it's I got a super chat too that I didn't get to. Uh, Kane depositing Lorenzo's insurance money may work against him also. Of course, because that's like insider trading or something like that. What he did, isn't it? Or like I know he could get in trouble for something like that. But
He
then
gonna
again,
be
now that it's a Ponzi scheme, who
yeah.
knows?
I don't think the money gonna come back because they already got that taken care of. So
Yeah.
They gonna get the how the family gonna get the money, but they ain't gonna get the whole 6 million. They gonna get it back in payments.
RJ probably getting his money first anyway.
Oh, RJ definitely getting his money back. He don't care nothing about the title's money. He want his money.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna go to the chat, and I want to see what people are still saying. Since episode 5, Lauren exposed herself to Tariq. He had this game plan in place, accounted for most variables. Exactly. He was already 3 steps ahead once he found out Lauren was alive. When he took Effie to that lake where the car was, that's why he didn't let her know that she was alive. Because he could have let her know right then she was alive, but nah, he had to see how this was gonna play out. So he was watching all his P's and Q's. I agree with you with that.
I was on this panel before the episode, Moochie's live, and I told you that he was gonna record her. I said
Mm-hmm.
that,
You
and
said
that
that. You said
happened
that
too.
last week.
I said that. I said she was gonna have him. I don't see. I think he had Kane recorded too, but I don't think that's gonna come out yet.
Mm.
Is Kane as smart as people say he is? Most me and you, we think he dumb, but if they say he as smart as he think he is, he'll be able to put two and two together and say, you know what, Tariq knew the whole time. That's if he's smart.
Kane ain't smart.
Yeah, he really ain't, EJ.
He have
Mm-hmm.
moments. Kane has his moments, and that's it. And that's all I'm willing to give him is every now and again he have a few moments, and I think we can count them on one hand. And that's no shade. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah, he
A
definitely do
broken.
have his moments, and I always think back to that time when Tariq first walked into the storage place where they was holding the stuff, and that's when he was, locking Effie and Braden out, and Kane was like, "Oh, nothing can come back on me." I always think about that conversation, like
Yeah, because
they
he
ain't put.
said nothing can come back on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did. He's over. You already know how the way he looked at. Like, dang, he gonna know that Tariq. I hope he put that together. That
I
Tariq
think he
knew.
he saw stuff coming too. When they came in that last time in that warehouse, when he was like, "What took you so long that day?"
Mm-hmm.
When he was trying to push up on her when they was outside, when he missed
Yeah.
the whole thing about Lauren.
Yeah.
I think Tariq was watching that and was like, "Let me see how this play out. Let me see if this is gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen." Who knows? What if they had a hidden conversation that we didn't see? Because they be doing that sometimes, where he already let Effie know what's up, or
That could be.
hopefully we might see a conversation. If she's locked up, they not gonna have that conversation.
Right.
He can't. It's no way he could talk to her right now unless Davis McClain go in there, and I don't think he's gonna be able to go in there. He's gonna have to get somebody else to basically
Yeah,
be.
he can't.
He's
He
gonna basically have to go in there and be somebody's lawyer. He's gonna have to get somebody else to be her lawyer, and
I
then he
Mm-hmm.
can have them relay that message.
yeah, Tariq can't do that because if he do that, he blow his cover, his whole play, and they gonna tell like Tariq was talking to Effie, then that's gonna make Lauren nervous.
Mm-hmm.
She already gonna be nervous when she found out that Sax is dead. She gonna think Tariq
Right.
low key has something to do with that, so
Exactly.
he can't play his hand right now anyway. He
I
got to
wish
let
they could.
Davis take care of that.
Yeah, in
Facts.
fact,
What was you
I
gonna
wish
say?
they could. I was just gonna say that I wish they could somehow make it to where they could put this whole thing off on Kane, like the like if they could talk Lauren into saying that Kane was the one who tried to unalive her, that would just fix all the issues, in my opinion.
Truth be told, if I was,
I could see that.
I'll give
that.
you one better.
Mhm.
They don't have the Ramirez killer.
They don't.
That's true. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and he's
And
just a serial
he
murderer.
basically was there. They he might get exposed for that. He might go down for that.
And don't they
So
still got Kane on that wire from Lauren?
Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
do.
yes, exactly.
Yep.
So
And
he
then
might
they
go
got
down. He might go down as the kingpin.
he can, and then he already on the key. Blanca already saw him at the campus with Effie.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's not that ain't gonna be for his case. And then that cop, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So Effie can flip it and say, you know, he made me do this. He's the kingpin, and it's evidence that he is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got the most
Okay.
bodies.
Okay. So hey, Moochie, what if Tariq tells Evelyn and the Castillos that Kane deleted Frank?
Mm-mm.
I don't think
Uh,
he's gonna do that.
They
I
got
don't
their own
think
issues.
he's not gonna do it because you know why? The viral video. So they know there's something
Mm-hmm.
fishy with that whole thing.
Yeah,
They're
they're
gonna
really focused
confront
on
him.
Drew.
They're going to confront him, and he's basically gonna have to. He gonna have to either take them down or he gonna get laid down.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's
But
that's my thoughts on that. Let me go to this comment. Silence Jackson, major death update. I can see the following that will get Lauren or Effie, Drew, Jenny, or Evelyn. Jenny Sullivan, I'm pissed off with her.
Yeah.
Pissed off with her. She did Sags dirty, y'all.
Yeah,
She
she
did
definitely
him
brought herself a
dirty.
bullet.
Okay, let me go to Lady V's comment. If Kane goes to prison, the Tejada family will be in dire straits. Like y'all said, they have no soldiers. The Tejada kids are the soldiers. Drew isn't focused enough to step up if Kane is locked up. He's an emotional wreck right now, Drew. So we can't even
Mm-hmm.
count on him for that. They once they threw that in where he can't focus when he's in love and stuff like that. This
Drew,
is not good. This is not good.
Yeah.
And with
they
that
can
He
whole
get
is,
thing with
soldiers
him
but
though.
drinking and everything,
Mm-hmm.
They can get
and don't
soldiers if
forget,
they ain't have no dumb. If Kane wasn't dumb enough, he can handle that. But Tariq, I mean, Monet don't really need Kane. She don't have no value in him no more. I'm sorry to say this, but he's not that bright. He keep making mistakes, and she can't trust him. Tariq is the thinker. She
mm-hmm.
even said it. Even Noma, the guy said Tariq is smart. Even
Yup.
Noma,
Mm-hmm.
the only reason Noma doing business with them because of Tariq. If
Mm-hmm.
Tariq said right now, I don't want to do business with Kang or anybody else, they would instantly kill him. And I think
Right.
Noma is gonna kill Kang. I think that's the body right there. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I could see that happening.
I think Kang gonna tell
I want to see if they face her and Monet face off, because if push come to shove, Kane might Kane might take take that information to Noma or Tariq.
I I think Kane gonna tell. I think this is my theory. I think Kane is he gonna try to eliminate his mother. I think he's gonna tell Noma that Monet has something to do with
Mecca.
Mecca dying. I think that's what's gonna happen, and I think Noma is gonna take Kane out.
mm,
It's gonna be body for body. You took her husband out, whoever they was. She gonna take your kid out, and you messing up her money. She don't care nothing about no Rico case. She want her
Mm-hmm.
money, and they have been
Mm-hmm.
losing money.
Right.
Exactly. They everything's shut down now.
Mm-hmm.
Tressa
yeah.
Drew, Tressa C. Hey, Drews is probably somewhere listening to Mary J. Blige. He's still hollering, I'm
Not no
going
right.
down. Anywho,
Mm-hmm.
um, nah, it's Diana that's gonna tell Noma. Ooh,
You think so?
I
Mm-mm.
figure she is because she knows that she took out her puppy. So
But she
you
don't know who
Diana
Noma
thinking.
is
And she
though.
Yeah,
don't know who Noma
she's
is.
gonna see
she can't get
that
close to Noma.
I don't know why I'm thinking that thing about the file where she was saying that they think Sax was saying it has it in the file like that Tariq set her up,
That's
but
sex. That was
I think
sex.
I think those fingerprints she might see those.
Yeah, she gonna
And
see that. That's how she
she
gonna
gonna
figure
see
out about Poppy.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna figure out that it was mommy that that took our papi. Okay.
I think
All
she
Mm-hmm.
right.
going. I think that's Tariq's dorm. I think she going in Tariq's room, and she's gonna find that out that was going on, and then she gonna find out that Tariq ain't really did nothing. You know what I mean? This is actually the fingerprints, and she gonna put two and two together and say, "Yo, my mother did this."
Tina said,
I
"I
don't know
think
what's gonna
Diana
happen.
was killing Effie." Really?
Yeah, but that makes sense though, because Monet is going to tell her that she needs to, she needs to basically investigate it. Like
Mhm.
it could be a setup. So she gonna go to where she always go, more than likely. You know what I'm saying? Tariq, and try. So I like that. I like that thought process.
Mhm.
You know Monet, panel. You know Monet don't know nothing about Lauren. She know the girl that had the wire, but Kane didn't tell her how he's on the wire. When Tariq
Right.
tell Monet like he
Mhm.
was up there and he was talking, she gonna be like, "See, that's why I keep telling you, stop going up." She told Kane, "Do not
She
go up
told
there" in
him
season one.
Exactly.
he keep going up to that school. That's why he's
Mhm.
gonna be the one that's gonna go down for this.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he done did too much dirt on Tariq. And
He
he should learn.
has, and he keep getting away with everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get away with
So
it much longer.
Exactly.
Mhm.
exactly. So that's what I believe, Detroit. But I think Tariq will catch Diana in his room and tell her I love you, but put a bullet. But I'll put a what? But I'll put a
Tariq ain't
bullet in
doing
you.
that.
That ain't that. He ain't never doing
I
nothing to
don't
Nah,
Diana.
think
I
that's
can't
Diana.
see
He's
him doing
saying
that.
that
Just like
too.
I couldn't see him doing that to Effie because he really loved her.
Yeah.
He really loved her. He cares about Diana, but he knows it will be too much blowback if they take out the baby. Come on
Hey,
now.
I got a theory, man. This might sound crazy about that. I think that's Tommy, man. I think Tommy found it probably won't happen, but I think Tommy found out where Tasha and them is at, and I think Tariq gonna be on it, and I think that's Tariq telling Tommy that, because remember Tommy's still trying to, you know what I mean, he want to kill Tasha for snitching on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's gonna lead into the to Forest, because I think it's gonna be a couple characters in this in book two, like they gonna on episode 9 they showing a new cop that was in Forest last year. I
Uh-huh.
think he's gonna go. They gonna show it in episode 9. The dude that's talking Blanca's boss. I
Mhm.
think he's gonna transfer from
Medina.
New York to Chicago. I think that's what you're gonna see.
Mm.
Go look at
Mm.
Forest, the end of episode 10 of
Yeah, I
Forest.
remember what you're talking about.
So you
Yeah,
talking about
Medina.
not the dirty cop, the other black cop that kept harassing Diamond?
No, 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 no. We remember when for the end of Force Ray. Remember when Blanca had when the dude was talking to Jenny. He was talking to
Mm-hmm.
Jenny,
Mhm.
and then Blanca had the was talking to him. She had the talking about the four horsemen. I think that's their name. I don't even know what they name.
Yeah.
The four horsemen, and he was like, "This is in Chicago," and Blanca was like, "I need to." You know what I mean? This is something, it could be something big. And the dude was like, I don't know. We gotta, you know what I mean? We could, check on it, whatever, like that. And then it went from old girl in Chicago, that's a DEA FBI, and she looked at the stuff, the form, and then it
Yeah,
went off.
Medina.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be. I think he's coming back in episode 9, and then I think he's gonna leave that, and he's gonna end up going. Him and Blanca gonna end up going to Force because they're gonna find out Tommy is alive.
Mhm. I
Okay,
do
so
So
that
remember
makes
Anissa,
that.
I got a question for you. I want you to take this question that's in the chat. Diana will probably get immunity and tell Blanca that Monet took out Whitman wasn't self defense and that she took out Mecca and Carrie Milgram.
That's a possibility because we've been saying for like maybe 2, 3 weeks that Diana would probably find out and send Monet behind the jail.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we know how she feel about her dad and father. We heard, and like when they showed the season preview, basically Diana saying something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, all of this is because of Monet. Monet messes up everything, something along them
yeah.
lines.
Right.
So definitely I could see her doing that.
And what she'll
Diana's
take.
smart, so
Yeah, she is. And
yeah.
that's just what you know what? I'm as soon as I get this, we're gonna go into the next thing. EJ, do you have any other thoughts on that comment? Do you need me to highlight it again?
About Diana and I mean, I feel like it's always a possibility. Diana is a wild card to me. She is definitely family first, and she will ride for her family. But when it comes to her poppy, that's where that like for me, that's where I feel like just maybe she would give up her mom. And but for anything else, I really don't think Diana would. I think that
Mhm.
no matter how she treats her, no matter any of that stuff, it's always been family first for her and that she will ride for her family. But that poppy thing, that shit, it could. So don't say it couldn't.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
don't see her
Philly
being
girl.
no snitch though.
Philly girl says
Me
the
neither, but
Tejadas could
possibility.
try. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm fine.
Um,
I was just repeating when he
okay.
said he don't see it. I was just saying, I don't see it either,
Anything's
but it could
possible
happen.
with this.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Right.
power.
the Tejadas could try to flip on Tariq and make him the fall guy, but he will give Diana the file and she will use it to destroy Monet. Oh yeah, because you not only is that, but I think they're gonna end up getting Kane with this.
Mhm.
Who knows? They both might end up. Kane might get taken out and she might go to jail.
I'm
That's a
gonna say this,
possibility.
but I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm just want to ask y'all. Kane has the most bodies. I mean, Drew might have
Mhm.
the most bodies, right?
Mm.
But Kane has the most f ups. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is he's on wire. He's in the Rico. He's the reason the Rico exists because of him. Because him and Effie. I hate to do this, EJ, but I got to keep it real. If to I ain't trying to gas up Tariq, but if the Effie would have just been quiet and then say nothing to Kane, nobody. This wouldn't even be no Rico.
Mm-mm.
We wouldn't even be talking about this. And then Effie, I'm disappointed. How you gonna listen to Kane? You should have told Kane to do it. Now
Mhm.
you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Now you in jail. And low key, if they write it, if they, the writers be smart about it, when you go to jail for a RICO, whatever like that, them Ivy League schools look at you a totally different type of way. You could get kicked out of school.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's talking about that.
They got him up. They got him at campus the day she. Go ahead. You could talk.
No, go finish. I'm just letting you know I want to go next when you
Okay.
finish.
I was gonna say this. They was at the campus the day they saw that he was in her room the day she got arrested. Now this is the part I'm not understanding. How was he coming in there with a suit on? So, but I'll
Yeah, I
digress.
was
I'll
confused with
go
that
back
Goofy.
when
too.
the episode airs.
That's
So,
goofy. They bet that watch that's gonna be him
and
playing
Mhm.
as a
this is
lawyer.
why I'm like, this is when he shows he's not smart. Sometimes he
Yeah.
was doing good, but sometimes he makes decisions that don't make any
Mhm.
sense. And when he come in there with that suit, I think that's what she's gonna. That's her defining. That's gonna be her decision making there. Where he like, you come in here like this, and you was here when I got locked up. What are you doing? You making matters worse.
Yeah.
Hmm. I
Cause
know they
go
watching to see who come see her.
and they record those conversations. I don't know
Hmm.
about on Power, but
Well,
in
Yeah,
real life.
Power be bugging on that movie, but on a real show, they record the conversations, man.
Yeah,
Well, if
but
he's supposedly posing as her lawyer, I thought that they'll record that one.
right. But
That's
if
definitely not a privileged conversation. He not her
it's not,
lawyer.
no, he's not her lawyer. What kind of credentials did he show in order to get in that
Right.
building as her lawyer? Now,
And everybody
if
already
they
know
did
his face.
exactly, if
True.
they did that and he got a record and all of that, I think this is not going to end well for him.
yeah. Can I say something real quick,
Yes,
Moochie?
you can,
I
of
just want to.
course. I know you
I
was
just
mad.
want to. I just want to say this one thing to Detroit. You said that there wouldn't be a RICO case. The only thing that, well, let's go back for just 1 second. So first and foremost, I've never agreed with Effie going to tell Kane. I didn't think that was a good move, regardless. Even though I understand why she did it, because she thought Kane was going to do it. She didn't think he was going to pass it off to Braden. That's the first thing. So she thought it would happen. And then the next thing is that the RICO was still going to go regardless. What happened with the Lauren thing just helped the RICO. The RICO wasn't going away. That was still there. All it
Mm-hmm.
did was allow that all because women had put the pieces together that hey, Monet is the queen pin. We saw all of that. So I just disagree that the RICO would never have happened because Jenny was not letting this go. Like that was there. All this did was give them more than what they needed. It didn't help, but it wasn't the fire. And that's all I have to say.
Moochie, can I rebuttal that
You,
though?
you can
Right
rebuttal
quick.
it.
All
Go
right.
with- Go
All
Put him
ahead.
right.
in the frame.
That's not necessarily true, EJ, because Effie went to Kane and then she went to Braden and told him that you need to man up and do this. You on the wires. And then Kane went and say, well, you need to do this. And then when he did do that, she followed Braden and then she went and then say, well, I knew she basically knew he wasn't gonna do it. Then she had a gun. So you were thinking she killed her, like shot her in the head or something, but she did not
Mm-hmm.
do that. You know what I mean? So clearly it what Kane, she knew Kane wasn't gonna do it. She knew Braden was gonna do it.
But
So
that was after the fact, though. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but that was after the fact. When she went to him, is what I'm saying. When she went to him with the information, the thought process is that Kane, you eliminate him. She didn't know that he was gonna call. Who knew? Like none of us knew he was gonna call Braden up and be like, "Take care of this." Why would you ask Braden to do that? That was crazy.
but if they would enough, they never had a Rico. And then in season 3, episode 2 or 3, I think it's 2. They went to the warehouse with
Mm-hmm.
Obi and Tariq and Effie was talking, and she was like, "Do you, this what Effie said? I'll quote this what she said. Now, if you don't believe me, she probably wrote it down. She said." Do you trust Kane to do this? Tariq said, we ain't got no choice. We got a shitload of drugs. Excuse my language. We got a
Yeah.
shitload of drugs. We got to do this. What I'm saying is Effie don't even trust Kane because she didn't even want him part of this.
I get
Exactly.
that, but but we all know that Kane is a killer. Is my whole point is that you give somebody that information because you want them to take that person out. That was the whole point of it. Was you need to take this person out. I'm not giving you this information just to give it to you. So I'm saying that she gave him that information. He was supposed to take Lauren out. He wasn't supposed to pass it off to Braden, first timer. Even though I know some people will say that he thought Braden was a killer, but that's still not something you pass off to somebody else to do. And my rebuttal to you on the Rico thing was that you said that Effie doing this was the reason why the Rico was still going. And I was saying that the Rico was still going to be going regardless. All that did was give them a little more ammunition than what they needed because Jenny wasn't
Mm-mm.
letting that go.
That's not true because when Jenny lost that case to Davis, Tariq and them didn't have no type of drugs to sell. I mean, Braden basically told on himself when he had to. He admitted that he was a drug dealer. After that, Tariq told Braden like, "We out the drug gang. You know what I mean? Let's chill. We it's hot in Stanfield. We not doing it. So there wasn't no drugs and stuff to be sold. And
Yep.
the
But
only
but
They
Jenny
got
didn't
dragged
let it
back
go.
in. You right.
I,
They got
that's what I'm saying. They got dragged back in this season. The only
But
way you
But Jenny didn't let it go, bro. That's what I'm saying. Jenny didn't let it go. Remember, her and Blanca were still trying to figure out how they were going to get this Rico case. They never let it go. That was the problem. And then Whitman came and helped them try to, piece it all together. But she wasn't ever going to let this Rico go, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that Effie didn't actually make this Rico go. All she did was do something stupid and botch this whole thing, and she gave them information
she
that
was
they didn't
part of
need.
it though, EJ,
I'm
because
not
if
saying
they
that she wasn't. I said she wasn't the reason.
she was
You said the
50%. It was
reason.
50% of her and 75% of Tejadas. You know why I say the Tejadas more than Effie? Because the Blanca they want to know who killed her snitch, which is the Mecca. If they don't kill Mecca, I
Blanca ain't
mean
bring up Mecca once this season.
that's a
I don't
fact,
even
though.
care about him no more.
She brought
I'm
him up. She brought him up the beginning of the season when
Yeah, the
to
beginning,
try
the
to get the
penthouse.
case. So is she gonna bring? The question is she gonna bring that picture up now? That's what I'm worried about because she's so hell bent on getting to Reap. She
Yeah,
might bring that picture up and
yeah.
bring up the whole thing about Mecca, but Effie know that she didn't take out. He didn't take out Mecca. Well, she believes that. So
yeah.
I'm I want to go to this next topic, and we're gonna talk about this whole thing with this broad and how dirty she did Sax. And we gonna after that we can go anywhere with Sax's story. Okay.
Okay.
So and this is the next clip. Oh, let me read this before I move on. Moochie, there still would have been a Rico because they needed needed Monet and Tariq together. The Fed Blanca and Jenny know Tariq and Monet's cell. They needed to tie Davis into it. But is he tied into it really?
Not really.
No, because the his brother took him out.
Yeah.
So I don't think I don't think he's gonna be tied into it, but he gonna help them get out of it.
He on the
He
wild
might
though.
get his hands dirty this time. We might see a side of Davis McClain. We might see that street side of Davis McClain.
It don't help him that Sax is dead though. His brother did it
No,
too.
it
That's the
don't.
crazy part.
Yeah.
And hold up. Jenny and Blanca admitted that they really don't have a case because but you're going ahead with the trailer. So yeah, they are saying that. But we'll get to that because we're gonna be covering the trailer. We're gonna do a trailer breakdown and discuss theories and stuff like that. So stay tuned. I know I'm gonna talk about the Force trailer, so we might talk about that and stuff like that.
And
But
Force got a trailer out?
that's what I'm hearing. So I'm trying to get
Oh
on it and
man.
see what's good. I
We
didn't
gotta
see
wait till
it.
September
I
26th
didn't
though,
see it,
but
but I heard that somebody that the trailer is out, but I didn't see it. So if not,
oh
we'll just be discussing theories and stuff like that because they took a week off. Okay. Now next. Yeah, see, she right in my head. We right here, at HFG. We were about to see a wild side of Davis. Look how he took. Did you see how he got the hammer out, y'all? He had some
yeah.
007-ish saves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was about to go off, man.
Yeah, and that's because we don't look. I ain't even see that much alcohol in his office like how it is. Now it look like he might be an alcoholic, like how Ghost used to be, where they ain't want him drinking. I'm just saying. So I want to talk about dang, I don't even think I put it up. Wait. Let me call up this thing. If you have not voted, please scroll up to the top of the chat. Please scroll up to the top of the chat, cast your vote, hit that like button, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all. And let's move on to the next subject. So we are going to, like I said, your girl Jenny, she did Sex dirty.
Yeah,
And
she did.
I got a trivia question. If you know it, put it in the chat. I'm just gonna say it. What was Jenny's last words to Sax, y'all? And if you know it, try to write it as clean as possible.
She said a lot of last words to him.
Nah, she had the final word before he walked out of there.
I'll put it in the chat.
You put it in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what Tamika says. Yeah, you're right.
That's a big word. Yeah, it's a lot of people say that word a lot.
No, she's gonna regret that, yo.
Yeah, she had a lot of
She's gonna
nerve.
regret it. I want to see her reaction when we find out. When she finds out that he's gone. So let's get into it.
She gonna be guilty though.
Smart. Oh my God. I have a target on my back, and all you can say is, I told you so.
This affects me too. I banked everything on this investigation, and now I have shit all over me. I'm sorry, but I can't ask for protection for you now.
Yeah.
Tamika, take it. I know the kitty want to talk, but I want to hear it.
Man, I don't want to hear no crying from daggone Jenny. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to see no drinking, pouring out one for the homie and all that. Stand on yours, girl. Put your big girl panties on, deal with it, take it. And I hope they take you out next. That's all I really got to say to Jenny.
Hey, pretty girl.
If I was Jenny Boss, I shut down that whole investigation. You lost Whitman
Yeah,
and
she needs to be
Insect.
fired. She needs to be disbarred. She don't need to ever be able to practice law again.
Yeah, I think she
Whitman
should be
Insect.
disbarred. I really think she should be disbarred. What was you saying,
Mm.
Steve?
Now I was just saying, ever since they started that investigation, they've lost Whitman Insects. That's
Yes.
grounds for the dismissal right there.
And she was already scared when she said, before we lose another person talking to Blanca. So it's like, what are you doing?
And they got
And
nothing
then you
from the
tell him, look,
investigation.
I can't protect you.
Jenny was wilding.
Yeah, Jenny got to go.
That's what happened when you take L's all day.
Jenny
Okay,
don't is not dying though, but she will lose her job though.
I could see that.
She should.
Do you think that they might close down the investigation once they find out that Sax is gone, or do you think that they may
Um, in my opinion, I think that there's too much stuff that they actually have that makes sense. So I don't think they're going to close the investigation down per se. I just don't think Jenny will be a part of it. That's all. Somebody always gonna be coming after Reek.
That's
Michael
a
Ealy.
fact. Man, look, like Jenny, man, your days are numbered, and you putting my the civilian Lauren in jeopardy, man, because you supposed to be like she. It's no police work being done, to be honest with you.
Damn sure ain't.
Yep.
Okay,
Because
HFG said they're gonna go harder and fail.
they can actually do something like get. Don't worry about the Rico case. Try to get Effie to flip by charging her for the murder. I mean, she ain't murder, but attempted murder for Lauren. That's what Lauren don't care about no Rico case. She keeps saying that she want Effie. She don't care nothing about no Tejada. She don't care nothing about no Tariq. Her thing is she want Effie to go to jail for ruining her life for about 5 months.
Yeah. And to piggyback off Detroit, Jenny gonna drop the ball with that too because it looked like she about to forget all about Effie and just trying to go. I'm sorry, forget all about Lauren, I should say, and just still trying to go hard to see if Effie's gonna be able to flip so that they could go further with the Rico case. She's not even
Yeah, that's
thinking
what she's
about
going to do.
Lauren.
She not even think about Effie like that.
Yeah.
She might let her sit there right now because they do
Mhm.
that to see if they be like, all right, I'm gonna tell. So she might be sitting for a little bit where they got her sitting
They
where she waiting to she'll get arraigned and stuff, but they gonna leave her there for a while.
Moochie, they so thirsty, they not real cops. A
They
real
not.
cops would say and be like, you know what? Forget this Rico case right now. We could get this Rico case. We can get her to flip, but if we prosecute her for the Lauren killing or whatever like
Mhm.
that, and it's not looking too good, you know what I mean, for her, then maybe we can get her to give us some information about that. But they ain't doing
Exactly.
that though. They sitting there. I don't get it, man. They dumb, man.
Mhm. Dumb and dumber.
It's a lot of different
Right.
ways they could have went with that. They could offer her immunity and see if she'll bite. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
they could do
Yeah, but
that,
they
but she
didn't do
just
that. They didn't even
she
try
just
to
don't want
offer Diana immunity because she was already on top of everything with this.
Mhm.
She was already on top of everything, and I thought she was. Her mother told her don't say anything, and technically she didn't, but she shouldn't have even gave them that she knew that much, that she was that smart. Because now, once Jenny found that out, now it's like she really want to go after Tariq, but she's not even throwing Tariq under the bus. The kid that tutors my brother, my cousin.
Mhm.
Nah, she's staying neutral with everything, and she not trying to throw anybody under there either. Thank you, HFG, for the super sticker. Ew. I'm trying not to cut people off when I talk. You know
And
that habit.
I'm gonna say this though. A lot of people is saying that Lawrence needs to go. Now, I wouldn't. Me personally, this is just my opinion. If somebody kill Lauren, then it's gonna make the Rico case go. It's gonna make it go stronger because if
Exactly.
you, I'm just being honest. I know a lot of people want Lauren to go. I get it. It's TV, but if they do that, then it's gonna make it obvious that the Tejadas or Tariq is gonna be super hot on the board because you need to kill somebody that was attempted murder, and it could actually mess Effie up even more.
Mm-hmm.
If you at least wait till they, I mean, I ain't saying to do it, but at least wait till they drop the ball and then do it. Somebody like Kane gonna mess around, mess them up. That's why when
Yep.
Moochie was saying, I know y'all love his character and everything like that, but for the TV show purposes, yeah, they got to get rid of them.
Yeah, I definitely could see Kane going after her. That was another mistake Jenny made, in my opinion. Like, why are we riding up with the witness in the back seat, rolling down the window? Like, yeah, that's that
Exactly.
bitch. Like, she played her
Out in the
hand
open.
too early. I did not agree with that part at all. And I'm wondering if Lauren parents is ever going to show back up and be like, you told me my child was dead. Like, I don't
Jenny
know.
should have did
I
that
feel
in a
like they
precinct or
gotta.
something.
I feel like they got they could get her disbarred for that. That's like a
Yes.
whole thing with the ethics.
Yeah, that's what Tariq probably gonna tell. I mean, Sax told her, like, you know, you can leave if you want to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was the one thing Sax did that I appreciated.
Yeah.
Hey man,
But he
it's
turned around and gave her
129
slimy
people in
shit
here, man.
again
Hit that
afterwards.
like button.
Oh yeah, please hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all. Anywho,
Like, share, and subscribe.
So I we gotta talk about sex getting taken out. Them finding out about this Rico case. We to discuss that. All right, we here.
Oh
I think
damn.
to me, I feel like she knows how to play him now because she got what she wanted. Her tuition is paid. She let him know no expectations. I'm gonna give you a little bit of this kitty.
She definitely did.
I'm gonna give you
You
the cookie, but we ain't together like that. And don't be calling and checking on me.
she
She
did.
laid down the law when she gave him the drawers.
And you know
Okay?
what to confuse me about this? People like PG and Nita and EJ, not EJ. EJ didn't agree with this, but they come talking about Kang is not a simp. He is a simp because Tariq could have been doing this for Effie. He offered to help her go to California, and she
Yeah.
turned him down.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. He offered to pay you. He took you to Italy. He said he gonna help
Mm-hmm.
you do this and everything like that, and you went on and let this man hit because he paid for your tutor. Now you got this
I don't
man
think it was
crazy.
that. I think she once she found out that I don't think it was that. I feel like once she found out that Diana was arrested, she had to put that ball in motion because she knows she's smart like Tariq. She knows she's on the chopping block because she's an outsider to all of them, and she feels like Tariq basically, cut her loose.
That's a fact. I mean, we know she ain't asked for that tutor, but she gave that she gave that vagina when Tariq told her, like, yo, I got you on everything. She ain't even had to give it up. She did.
Yeah.
That's your that point right there that you just made, Detroit. There was, first of all, let's just think about this one little thing is that she never asked Kane to pay this tuition. She said very clearly, actually, no, I don't want your help. I'm not taking your money. She didn't want the money and he did it. Now, I'm probably not going to be like, can y'all give me the money back so I can give it back to him? I'm probably not going to say that me myself. So I understand why she did, try to, I don't even know if he can do that. But the point is that she never wanted him to pay this tuition. Kane did this all on his lonesome, all on his own. I don't ask me why he did it if he thought he'd get brand. I don't know why he did it. He says that he didn't want anything from it. Maybe he connects with her in some way, form, or fashion. Maybe he feels a type of way for her. I don't know. But
Connect to what though?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Didn't I just say I don't know?
Oh
Just
no,
now?
I was just asking though
I don't
because
know. I don't know.
what I was told, a Moochie, what I was told was, and my sister EJ didn't say this. They told me that he doing this because he never got a hug from his mama. Man,
I mean,
get out of
Oh,
here.
come on
listen,
now.
Exactly.
listen.
PG
He
talking about he never got a hug from his mom. You better go hug your sister and your brother.
but listen though, when he was in the bed with her, I believe is when she talked about the hug. She was talking about the affection, and he ain't never had no affection, and that is true. Kane don't get affection from Monet. Now we cannot take
No.
that away from the fact that he really don't. She talked to him probably worse than she talked to all of them. She probably talked to
Yeah.
him the roughest. So
That's
most
true.
definitely.
she really hasn't. But my only point about the Effie thing is that Effie did not give him the JJ because he paid her tuition. It was what he said when she said you didn't have any expectations, you didn't want anything. And I think in that moment, at that time, she just did what she needed. I mean, didn't you hear the song "Girls Need Love" too? That
Cause she
that's
Yeah,
what
already
she
it
did.
feel like
was.
she's feeling away because her and Tariq broke up.
Exactly, and that's
I
And
and
mean,
if
Effie
you
don't
don't,
want Kane. She just
she don't
used him
want
to get back
him.
at Tariq.
Exactly. She don't want him.
I feel you.
You know why I feel I agree with this. She did use him to get back at Tariq. She used him to get back at Tariq for the simple fact is when Tariq came to that door, she made him hide. So she didn't want him to see that,
That's what I
like
was
she didn't
about
want
to
to do
say.
him
Exactly. She didn't want
like
him to
he
see.
did her with Diana.
Because she still got feelings for that boy. That's what it
Yeah, she
is.
loved him. She told him she loves him. They both love each other. You can't shut love off like that.
Hey, Moochie,
Shoot.
people talk about he cuddled with her because she needed a hug. He never had a hug from his mama. Stop it.
I look. I wouldn't be surprised because everybody calls him.
Listen,
His
that is
mother
a
call him a
valuable
dummy all the time.
Thank you, Moochie. That is a
That's
valuable
not
She
true
she
man.
because
she calls him. You look, 2 + 2 is 5.
he could have hugged his sister.
You don't even
That's a
think no
woman.
more because oh wait,
Bruh.
you know what? This is the last one we gonna go. We gonna go to this one again so you can see how she
Like
talked
his
to him.
sister.
And don't go breathing a word of this shit to Effie because she needs to think we're business as usual.
Fuck that. Y'all out here trying to set up Effie?
Boy, I done told you everything you need to know, so don't go thinking for yourself.
Cause then I'm gonna realize I don't need you. That's why you say that shit.
I say. And don't you go talking to that girl because this Rico shit is real and is banging at our door.
I still, like I said, I still think that's gonna give her to go ahead. She gonna give Tariq to go ahead to take him out or get him jammed up.
I mean, hey Kane, man, you paid about 50K.
No, he didn't. He did not pay for it. Oh my gosh.
Yes, he did. He
She
did, baby
gave it
girl.
to
He
him
did.
freely. And he also said
That's
that,
paying.
but
That's
he also
paying.
that's not paying for it. He also said that he didn't want anything from. He could have walked out that door and they wouldn't have never did anything.
That's
If
a lie.
Effie, that
You
is
think
true.
he was
He
gonna
was
tell her,
walking
oh,
out the door.
I paid for
I'm a man. I'm a man at the end of the day. I have a whole bunch of dudes that one of my friends that they simps and they do the same thing and they lie to a woman and say I don't want nothing from you. But
Yeah, he
soon as
definitely wanted something. That was the line.
yeah,
I don't expect anything, and you don't really know me, girl. That's because you don't know
exactly.
me.
You ain't about to give nobody no
every man's
50K.
gonna say that.
Right, like any dude gonna end up saying that if they want to sit there and get that vagina, that's gonna seal the deal right there.
Well, my thing is with Effie. I can't speak for Kane. My thing is with Effie. Effie didn't give it up because of no money. She gave it up because she was feeling the type of way at the time. That's all it was. It is
I'm
what
talking
it
about
is.
Kane. I ain't talking about
Well,
Effie.
I
Kane
ain't.
did it for his purpose and reason. He know what he was doing. He wanted that
Mhm.
vagina. He jealous of Tariq. He always wanted his girl. Every girl Tariq got, this dude was trying to get what he was trying to get with Lauren. Lauren shut him down. He been trying for Effie. Effie was shutting him down. He basically snitched on Tariq, basically saying, "Yo, your man's back in the drug business. What type of dude would do that, bro? You supposed to shut your mouth, man.
But they ain't friends.
It don't
But
matter.
I'm
No,
not taking up for Kane because we're not finna go down that road. But I'm not. I'm just saying. But they not friends. So
a real man ain't gonna sit there and even if you don't like nobody, you ain't gonna be sitting there talking. Me, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just be quiet. You don't supposed to say nothing like that, man. Keep
Nah,
your
for
mouth
real.
closed.
All
But
right. Well,
hey,
you know what?
Friends or
Listen,
not.
I got a special guest
Facts.
because she's tired. Her ears was burning tonight,
yep, I
and
saw Pretty Girl
she
in there.
wants to be just she wants to get her piece in. Hey,
Get it in
Hello.
then.
Meow.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, pretty girl?
Hi, Detroit. Yes, I, can personally attest to me stating that, yes, I feel like part of the reason why he was holding Effie's arm ever so gently is because, no, he does not receive affection from his mom and has never been, in a situation where he gets coddled. So it's okay for him to be in the bed with a woman he enjoys that he likes and to
Mm-hmm.
hold and be affectionate with her. Why does that make him a simp? And at the end of the day, let me just reiterate, okay? So, how many times I have to say this? But she did not have to give up anything to get her tuition paid. And at the end of the day, she did not give it up to get her tuition paid. And that is not the reason why she gave it up. I'm not understanding. I mean, you're acting like Kane. 2 plus 2 is not 5. Like, what's going on, Detroit?
Uh-oh. Detroit, do you have a
The
rebuttal?
definition of a simp is when a woman don't want you to do anything for him. You can look the definition up for yourself. That's
I
the
have. I
definition.
posted it, and I was the first one to actually
And he
post
did,
it.
and he did. Then
Mm-hmm.
he didn't he do exactly what that definition said. She said she did not want his help. What did he do? He gave her 50K and he gave her a brick. She did not want his help, and he did it anyway.
He can't
That,
be doing community service.
no, that's
Oh,
being a
okay.
simp. He tricking. He a
He's
simp.
not tricking. It ain't
She
tricking if
say
you got
trigger.
it,
It
Detroit.
is. I
If you
mean,
got $20
that's a
and you
trick.
give a
That's
chick
tricking.
$10, that means you're tricking because you really ain't got it. But
Tricking and
he done
simping is
told
the
you.
same thing.
No,
Mm.
it's not.
It is though
No, it's
because
not. How is that the same?
it is because I'm telling y'all, she did not ask for his help. Not only that he gave her that money, she said, I don't need your help. She done told him that about 5 times. He did it anyway. He's a simp. It's just that simple. It's in the definition of it being a simp, and he fit that bill 1 through 4. He fit all 4 categories. To be honest with you,
He paid the entire semester. Kane
he
is a simp.
did. Huh?
Okay, that's what Ray Holland says. I don't think he is. I think he just basically wanted. He can't stand Tariq so much that he want to be like, now I got your woman. I feel like
Me,
he.
I don't think it's all of that. I mean, it's a part of it, but y'all have to realize y'all not giving Effie enough credit. She is bad. Okay.
I
she
already said
is
that she might
bad.
be. I feel like she's a thinker like Tariq. I agree, and she might be 3 steps ahead of them too. Once she got caught off guard.
Everybody disagree. Tamika called him a simp. Moochie said he ain't no simp. Some ladies is saying that he's simp. It's females that's basically saying like, yeah, I would have did it too, but he's still a simp. He is. I'm sorry, but he is. If
Oh,
you
okay.
need a
So
hug,
I
RC
think he
says
actually like her. I think he actually likes
Exactly.
her,
he
and I
did.
think
He
that
does
that's what
like
makes
her.
it different. I think he truly, genuinely
Okay.
I think he
likes
like her too, but I still, my
Okay.
opinion, I think he is simp. I think Sax was a simp, and I think freaking what's his name? Drew is definitely the biggest simp of them all. Drillo
yeah,
crowns
Ghost
him the
was a
simp
simp.
god. He deserved that.
Yep.
So Detroit, another pivotal moment. I'm sorry, Moochie.
Go
But
ahead.
I
It's
just
all
want to
right.
point this out really quickly. Do you remember? I know you remember because you remember all the scenes and all the episodes. I mean, Detroit's my first cousin, low key, so we can go through like this. But at the end of the day, one of the episodes when she was in bed with Tariq, and she
Mm-hmm.
said, "Hey, I can't tell Tariq, this secret. Can you please hold it down?" Now, Kane was in a whole bar, okay, spitting game to a woman, say, "I will leave all my shorties for you."
Mm-hmm.
And in the mere quick text from Effie, he
Mm-hmm.
dismissed
Talk
that
about
young
this.
lady. You don't do that for no chick that you don't care for.
I think he
Mm-hmm.
do care for. I'm never saying he don't, but he's still a simp.
Okay.
Tariq was a simp, and I'm keeping the
So
buck.
everybody is simp on the cast for you? Is that
I
what you're
mean,
saying?
if we gonna say that Ghost and Franklin's was simps, Kane has took the cake from Ghost. To be honest with you, I'm just saying he's a simp.
Oh.
He did
Kane
one.
left
The
Kane left his
great
whole
Effie,
family? Oh, okay.
the great Effie. Then
I want.
she said, "I don't want your money," and he still did it.
I want you to respond to this pretty girl, tall glasses comment. Kane was tricking for nothing because Effie was just doing that to piss Tariq off, and she's putting her plan in motion. She wanted that moment where Tariq saw them together.
I do not agree because at the end of the day, like I said in my review, if that was the case when Tariq came knocking on that door, wanted to talk
Thank
about
you.
business, I would
Thank
have
you.
had Kane in that bed with the baby oil bucket naked and opened the door. I probably
Thank
and
would have
you.
said,
had cleavage
"Hi,
out and
Tariq."
everything.
Hi,
Exactly.
Tariq.
She still protected his feelings because she still cares. She's not going to do Tariq like how he did her in terms of the relationship. Because I ain't trying to go back to high school because y'all like to do that.
All right. So
I think
here's what
Tariq.
RC said. If King wasn't a simp, he would have came out of the bathroom like JD Walker and told Tariq what just happened.
But I think he cares about her, and I think he cares about her
Exactly.
feelings and what she just asked him to do. I really think it's deeper than what y'all keep saying. I think Kane really, really feels Effie like this, like real talk, like it's different. That's
I mean,
just
you
how I
can
That's
do
a
see
simp,
both.
it.
man. That's a
You
simp,
could be
Well,
a
bro.
I don't
simp
listen.
and
I don't
still have
profess
feelings
to
too.
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
I don't profess to know about simping. I'm just a country/city girl. City to country.
Hey, EJ,
But
do me a favor. Go look at the diction when you get a
but
chance. When
I
you
don't
have
see it.
time, look
No,
at the
I looked at it.
Okay,
definition.
all right. So Demarcus got a good rebuttal, even though it's from another show, but it's a show that's popular. Meech paid dollars tuition, so is Meech just him?
He,
No,
but
he's a patron.
man, Misha pay all
Go
them
ahead,
girls
pretty
in
girl.
Atlanta
You was quick with
to
that one.
stuff in Magic City. That man ain't no simp.
Okay,
They
I
was at a
just
strip
look. I
club.
had to bring that out there.
Mm.
Like, but
All I'm saying, Detroit, is I don't rock with Kane like that. But in this particular thing, I just don't. And like I said, I mean, you can say that I looked up the definition because I wanted to, be on the same page with you. But it just, in my opinion, I just see it so much deeper than that. It's just. It just he really cares about her and you can see it, which is why he bringing his dumb self in this doggone room looking crazy, telling her to flip on somebody like stupid. But that's a whole nother situation. But go ahead.
Okay, so
he,
all right, so EJ, since you up, I want you to take this question. When Effie took that body from him and saw her in a different way, at first it was just to get at Tariq, but he likes her for real, not a simp, not yet anyway.
And I a wholehearted 100% agree. And that's what I've been saying is that I think that Kane actually legitimately likes her like the type of I could wife you type of like it's on a different level of like, and that's why he stayed his behind in that bathroom. Otherwise he would have took that moment to put that right into Rick's face and he wouldn't have cared about what Effie said. It would have been like, I'm about to show you, but he cared about her feelings. He cared about what she was gonna think and what she wanted. So it is what it is. He liked her. He is really, really feeling her. Detroit, let that man love.
how you gonna love somebody when
Like
you only
Pretty
know her
Girl
for three? You
said,
can't love nobody for
listen,
3 weeks.
everybody is falling in love on power quick. Just let it be. Don't try to figure that out.
You
And
can't do that with no
just
three
be clear,
weeks.
me and my husband have been together 10 years and I was in love literally within weeks. So you
That's
can't
Yeah,
say
true too.
that.
My
it be
husband
like that
too.
sometimes.
Yep,
Oh
my
my
husband
So
too.
god.
Glass said it's a comment from my son. Maybe Kane want a street chick like himself. She's something like Monet. Yeah,
Yeah, I mentioned that as well too.
She
You
ain't
see
like Monet because she
characteristics.
didn't get the job
definitely.
done. She did not
Ghost
get
didn't
the
get the
job
job done when
done.
it came to Kanan, and he was a whole serial killer. That's
Who?
true.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Talking about you say
So
Kanan didn't do
mistakes
what?
happen. Ghost did not confirm that Kanan was deceased when he lit him up on fire in that
But
warehouse.
let's be honest though. That's because 50 Cent was the executive producer. He even said
Oh,
it. If that
Oh,
was
we not going there with the
no,
credits
that's
now.
true
Come
because
on.
if he wasn't the executive producer, he would be dead.
But you
We
said
know
what
that.
happens in the show, like the fact that happened
Exactly.
in the show, so it
Man,
can be
Effie is
used.
not no killer, and the only reason Kane rock with her because he think that she a killer. Nah, I mean, she ain't no killer because if she was a killer, she would have sit there and had that gun that she was holding. She should have sit there and knocked her head off.
Well,
That's what Tasha
the
did to Lakeisha. She knocked her head off, didn't she?
the only reason
no,
she
she
didn't
pushed her wig
succeed,
back. She knocked her
yeah,
head off,
That's what
but
she
she
was
knocked her
supposed to do,
out.
Moochie. That's what
She
it,
real
knocked her
killers
head off,
do.
but she knocked her out. So
and you have and you. Sorry, go ahead, Moochie.
no, no, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead,
I was saying you
EJ.
have to also think about it. We wanted to make sure it looked like an accident. If
Yes.
Tom wasn't walking Sparky at 11 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
the girl would have been gone. She
Oh
would have
Okay,
yeah,
been.
now you say that
definitely.
right. If
She
you
would
want
have
to say that
drowned.
she had no gloves on or nothing, but we're gonna try to make it seem like it was a perfect kill. It was not.
I didn't say it
She,
was a perfect kill. I'm just saying the job would have been done. It's a difference
it,
between the job
but
getting
it
done
ain't.
and having a perfect kill.
But is it done?
Well, let me ask you this: if the car was submerged, if the car would have went down and the job was done, then there would have been no fingerprints. Am I right or wrong? It may have
That's
been
true,
some,
but
I doubted if it would have been any DNA in that dirty water.
Everybody else's
Dirty
DNA.
water.
what
If
you
the
say,
car did
Steve? My bad.
submerge, they would never found the car. So
Exactly, Steve.
She did a
fingerprints would have been
sloppy
the real.
job and lied about it. If she was really rocking with Tariq like that, as y'all said, she should have told the man the truth.
But there's times when Tariq don't tell everybody the truth either. All I'm saying is that, it is what it is. It happened. This conversation was about Kane specifically
And
and Effie. And at the end of the day, Kane really, really loves her. And yes, you
allegedly,
do need a hug. I
Who
mean,
said, who said
you should.
allegedly?
You do
we
need a
don't
hug.
know that. We don't know what this man is capable. We don't know. We
He
just
stayed
going
in
off.
that bathroom.
I mean, that's his fault for being the sucker simp that he is. Ain't nobody told him to do that.
Okay, that story about the dog walker sounds like something Jenny made up. How would he find her then? How would she get found? She had to get discovered.
Yeah,
I'm just
they
saying,
would have never found her.
they would have never found her. The guy was really walking the dog. People be walking their dogs at night.
Yeah, that was
Where they,
legit.
how they come home and be like, Dag, I gotta take this damn dog out.
Yeah, because at
Circling
first I
around the
thought it
house.
was gonna be that she swam up. She broke out the car and swam up. But nah, he was walking fast. That's the way they wrote the story, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what they told us, Tamika.
I want to talk about well, Dad, we've been on here for an hour and 11 minutes. We got 136 people in the building. Please hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all. So holla at your girl. So what do y'all think with this RSJ? Do you think he should have went to the commission about, or not the commission, the FCC about what the Westons, what Luke Weston is doing?
Who you asking?
On paper, he should have.
Pretty girl, you already in the spot. Like, let me know your thoughts, and then we're gonna go to EJ next.
My thing is, I need specifics. I need to know how much money he invested, if it was worth it or not. But in Tariq's best interest, no, we do not need to report anything, because we need to get, the Tejada money back. We need to get, we don't want them digging even deeper, because too many hands is in that pot, and we don't need, any additional evidence, with any wrongdoings with any funds. So in Tariq's best interest, no. In terms of RSJ, I don't know, because at the end of the day, if Lucas was to get caught, he can snitch about the whole drug thing, the coffee situation. So it wouldn't have worked out for
everybody
Tariq.
got to keep quiet, and then and the exact quote from Braden was, "We're all in this together." EJ, and then Steve is next. What's your take on it, EJ?
Yeah, I totally agree. I believe that he should have did exactly what he did. Initially, I was like, why he didn't just go and tell it? But at the end of the day, he would have been fine no matter what. But in the best interest of our protagonist and the best interest of our Reek, and Braden living to see another day, because we don't want him to lose this Tejada money, it was the best idea. It was the best route to go. So I totally agree with it. Plus, Uncle Lucas, you saw, he said right in front of RSJ, my drug dealing, like, he wouldn't have held his mouth closed about that. It wouldn't have ended well for anybody by telling it. So I agree.
Okay, Steve, what's your take on it?
No, I don't think he should have told, because Tariq and them already got too much heat. And if he would have went to the SEC, Jenny and them would have found out about that some way, and they would have used that against Tariq. Use that against Tariq and Braden and them too. They're gonna use anything they could to get Tariq and them.
Okay, what's your take on it, Tamika?
She on mute.
I agree. I mean, y'all pretty much said it. It's the best interest right about now with the Tejadas, with Tariq, and that whole situation. That was the smartest thing. I mean, RSJ already let him know, like, if I don't get my money how I'm supposed to get it, and have it all back to me, I would set up a payment plan for you. That part I didn't like. Okay, I didn't feel like we needed no payment plans. I feel like run me my money, but he already know like what's at risk, and that he'll put him out there on Front Street with them if he don't get it back. So it's like, okay, well, I have no choice, but to do it this way.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna come back to you. You got the first question for the next thing, Tamika.
Okay.
Detroit, what's your take on that whole thing with the whole RSJ situation?
I think they did it right. I agree with all y'all. I think they did the right thing. But one thing, if I'm Tariq, I'm not worried about how the family mess up. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Long as my trust fund is good and this stuff don't and nobody knows about it, that Monet, you can handle that yourself, man. I think they need to stop having Tariq and the Tejada family neck and neck. Like, let Tariq branch out and do his own thing. That dude is grown now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting tired of seeing this. This is starting to get me kind of tight. Like, bro, like, how you let Monet talk you like this? That ain't your mama. Let Kane or her go get her own money. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You didn't even know her money was in Western Holdings.
Mm-mm.
And she's sitting there talking about let yourself out. I'm like, man, get out of here.
I feel like she knew the money was in Western Holdings because of King.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
And I
girl,
think
what's your take on it? Oh, I'm sorry, EJ.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
No, I feel like it's a situation where they probably had a scene, or we're supposed to just, pick up the clues that her and Kane already had a scene, and she found out, because there's no other way for that to happen, without her knowing about that information.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving on. I know it was something else. Somebody had a good question, but they said something about this coffee. The coffee. You think they still in trouble? That those was empty. That's the trash. We don't know what that was. They don't know if that came from there because they went to the spot and none of the product was there. It was all
Right.
sugar. That could be sugar packets they put in the bottom of the cup, and
Mm-hmm.
the thing keeps the coffee cool. They put the packets of sugar there, so they might get away with this. That's my take on that part.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, do y'all think because Davis McClain brother took out Sachs, it's gonna be a problem with Sachs? I mean, not with Sachs, with Davis McClain. I don't. If How do y'all feel about that? Because
It
they
is
tried to
because
It
stop
is,
it.
yeah.
it is going to be a problem because he used to work. Sachs used to work with him, and his brother killed him.
And that was his lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And they can say like, "Hey, Sachs was the CI, and they all was in cahoots." And Tariq enlisted Davis and Tariq enlisted his brother to kill Sachs because he's an informant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agree with everybody.
I hope it
Oh,
doesn't go that way, but we'll see.
You know why the Jenny and them is so dumb? I think the first person you have to go against on the RICO would actually be Davis because Davis is the lawyer.
mm-hmm.
He ain't no bum lawyer neither. He's a like a plus lawyer. He know how to get his clients off. So if you want that like to hide the family and to go to jail, you would take their lawyer away from them. But they ain't doing it like
Exactly.
that though.
But you can get
EJ, did
another
you
lawyer
that
though,
point of
another quicker
view?
lawyer.
That's true, but it won't be like him though.
No, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not unless look they needed freaking Proctor for Effie.
Hey, Tariq, you
EJ,
better
did
go
you give
handle
your
that so
opinion
she
on this?
snitch.
Oh no, I said I agreed with everybody what they were saying about Sags and Theo,
Oh,
and like I agree with all that. That
all
makes
right,
sense.
so pretty girl, you in the spotlight again because you know it's all about Effie, and somebody put what I don't understand, and I want you to tell us in your Effie's persona why what I don't understand why Kane doesn't put some pressure on Effie like he does Braden.
And what situation did he needed to do so? But if he wasn't over there trying to do hood rash ish with her friend, she wasn't over there trying to do licks, and she wasn't over there. Kane enlisted and gave Braden the assignment for the kill. If he's speaking specifically on the kill, he just found out about the whole Effie situation. So Effie and Kane honestly didn't really have much. They didn't have really much time together. There was no need for that. When she was in Yale last, season, she wasn't around Kane like that. And they only, of course, was around each other now because they were co-workers. And she was with Tariq. So there was no need for her to be around Kane. She was being a faithful, loyal girlfriend by not taking up Kane on his advances, Detroit. Because you
But she
mentioned previously that she was blowing him off. And if she would have gave him some play, y'all would have called her a hoe.
she was she
Mm-hmm.
she she was
Mm-hmm.
playing him off. I'm not calling her that. I'm just
We know
saying
you
that.
not. It's not you. It's
Okay.
other people. Look at
Oh.
how they did Diana because she had two in one day.
Oh
Like
my.
dudes don't do it.
But Tariq don't
Mm-mm.
get any pushback. Y'all see that, right?
Mm-mm. He ain't get
I
no
see it.
pushback.
For sleeping with Diana
Ain't
And he
right
nobody
was
after
do that.
sleeping
basically
with
living in
Effie.
Effie's dorm room because he didn't have no place to really stay like that. He probably got some
Mm.
place now because maybe the money's coming through or whatever the case may be. But oh, somebody said Jenny will be in trouble as well because she gave the info about the brother to Sax. Yeah, so she's gonna get thrown under the bus. She might get disbarred, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it would be in her best interest not to try to make sure that this doesn't really go anywhere. Like I just feel like with that whole information right there, what they were just talking about, Jenny, I mean, she gonna have to do some more illegal stuff, some more stuff that she been doing. She gonna have to figure out a way to make some stuff disappear, and so she can keep her hands clean because her case is already gone. I mean, we all know that she done took a lot of L's at this point, and she gonna take another one. And
Mm-hmm.
like everybody said, she probably gonna end up. Well, we already know she probably gonna end up fired, and it is what it is. But yeah, I forgot about the fact that she did that with the juror. She had her hand all in that.
Okay, this is look. I hope they don't do this, but I keep predicting that Effie and Diana are pregnant. Who's the daddy? They both been with two. Ooh! So
Y'all
we
want
gonna have
them to be
are we gonna
pregnant
have a
so
Maury
bad.
episode?
I know, right, Tamika?
Tamika, are we gonna have a Maury episode?
No, 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 no. We don't need no more episode. Y'all keep saying these girls is gonna be pregnant.
Reek, you are not the father.
Right.
Yeah, I know Diana. Monet taking Diana straight to the clinic. She ain't trying to have that.
Okay.
Yeah. She gonna be like, what?
Gonna drop that baby off with her sister. Let her sister raise him.
Oh Lord, yeah,
Not a
right.
redo. Just get the baby the right age, please. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
Moochie, Jenny needs to go to prison. She helped, take out Sax. That's what she said. That's what she's saying. Do you think I think she's gonna get disbarred. I can't see
I
her
do
going to
think she's gonna
jail.
get this bar. She deserves to lose everything and sit at home and drink and eat her spam that she was trying to feed Lauren.
Child.
Yeah, because
Yes.
indirectly she is
Karma.
to blame. You right, Tamika.
Mm-hmm.
Indirectly, she could have gave him protection. She knew that he was in danger.
Right.
The way she knew, no, Lauren is in danger, and you bringing her up to a damn scene, like that's stupid. Yeah, I agree.
And at first, I thought she might have even just been saying that and was going to have him followed, even though I knew that wasn't going to happen. But at least that would have even made sense because she would figure that they're going to try to do something to him, even though technically they wasn't. This wasn't even on them. This was Theo behind. But it was like, no, she was dead, dead ass serious. I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so Robbie also says, do you think Lauren's testimony will be admissible? Sachs did say holding Lauren was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Tamika.
Yeah, that whole situation with Lauren, I feel like she was never telling the full truth. Sax was on point. That's why I said that was the one thing I liked that he was saying to her. I feel like her parents might have a damn lawsuit. She moved them out the house, told them the girl is dead, telling them you protecting them.
Justice for Lauren.
This is just a mess. And now you ready to drop it. So that's gonna piss Lauren off even more.
Justice for Lauren. She deserves justice.
Right.
I don't
Y'all
know
did
who's
her
gonna go to
dirty.
jail. I don't know if it's gonna be Effie or Kane, but she need to get justice because that ain't right. She is a civilian and she got done wrong.
And so now you're gonna have Kane coming after her.
Yeah.
Jenny only want to use you as long as she can get something from you.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Jenny faked Lauren's. Yeah, she faked Lauren's death. So I think she is. What's up, support gaming? She's gonna get disbarred for this. And AG said it well said. Jenny
I
and her
guarantee
long
Effie
neck needs
locked
to
up.
be disbarred and sued for holding Lauren for months without informing the parents. I think this might happen. I think it's gonna be a downward spiral with her. If this go once, it is gonna go sideways. Once it
Yeah, and
goes
Blanca
sideways,
might turn on her too because Blanca ain't trying to let her mess up her career.
exactly. And
You,
Blanca already had mud on her face from sex.
you
Mm-hmm.
automatically got a lawsuit going on. Not only that she could lose her job, but she could sue the NYPD,
Right.
the police
Definitely.
department for that.
Okay. Pretty brown sugar says they may throw everything out, and the parents will sue the police department and win big. Yeah, Jenny will be disbarred. That's what I want. That's what I
That's
want. I
why
want her to be disbarred.
and that's why.
Support gaming, that's crazy because I was kind of thinking that too. He said plot twist, the parents are dead.
Dang.
Jeannie killed the parents.
That's why Kane got to mind his business, man. Like, don't try to take out Lauren because you're gonna mess the whole situation up. If you try to take out Lauren, you're gonna damn near gonna make them go back to the drawing board, and you damn near gonna make it worse for your baby girl Effie.
Right.
You
He
can't do
going
that
for
because
Brayden. He going after Brayden. That's who he going for.
well, he go after Brady, he good as dead then because Tariq ain't gonna let that happen.
But that's probably where he ends up. We've said either dead or in jail, but maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
what happens. Maybe that's how he dies. Maybe he tries to kill Brayden and Tariq saves Brayden. I mean, maybe that's how it goes. I don't know, but
That'd be done for Kane to do that because Brady ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. He don't have nothing to do with that. He, if anything, I think. I mean, I hate to say this, but Tariq was right. Just let her go. You know
But
what I
at the
mean?
mhm.
I'm just saying.
All right. Oh,
But
hold
at the
on. Let
end
me
of the
go to the
day,
top. Oh, go ahead.
oh
Go ahead,
sorry, no,
pretty
I
girl.
was
No,
just
go ahead.
saying the invisible ghost here, Noma. She pretty much let them know they all need to work together, or the people that's pictured is gonna go. So I feel like if he tries to kill Brayden, that would be silly because at the end of the day, Diana's life is at risk.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's why I was
I
saying
don't.
earlier that Noma would end up stepping in.
That's if Norman don't find out that that his mama killed Mecca. All that out the
Mm-hmm.
window.
I'll do y'all one better. What if we find out that that picture is actually Effie, and the father in
Oh my
Italy
god,
sent her like they basically gave her up.
come on, Moochie, don't do that. Effie would know who her mother is.
How? If she was
How?
adopted by this lady that's supposedly her mother.
No, she wasn't. No, Effie. Yeah, I said that Effie told the story about her mother, boyfriend, at the time was touching her. That's her
Mm-hmm.
mother. That ain't Norma.
So
That ain't
do
her
you
mother.
think Kiki is the daughter?
But isn't
No,
she an
I don't think
orphan?
so.
Who?
Effie.
no. She
Yeah, that's how they saying it because they can't find her parents. Because remember, she
her
basically disowned her
her
parents. She
her.
might be lying.
I try to tell people that she might have lied about the story, but y'all said she was telling the truth.
No,
So I'm gonna go with that.
I never discussed that. I just only thing I discussed about that whole being touched issue was how Tariq gave zero F's about it. He did not care. He was just like, I'm sorry to hear that. And
Because
he
she
kept
was
it moving.
Mushy, she was lying. She should have just told the truth. You know where you was going. Just say you did it. You
Yep,
tough? Say it.
exactly. That was my point then. He wanted to hear the truth from her and they was gonna work from there. But she went down with the ship. That's why she got left at the lake. Anywho.
She should, because she lied. All she had to do was tell the truth, and she would have got a ride back home.
Exactly. I want y'all to scroll up to the top. If you haven't, please put your vote in. I'm gonna close out that poll, and then we're gonna I'm gonna give y'all the results, and then we're gonna keep it moving from there. Okay, y'all.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question right quick?
Inga said crazy theories.
No, I'm not gonna say no. I'm just saying.
No,
I've been
I'm
seeing.
reading Inga's her
Oh.
chat thing. She said y'all be coming out with the crazy theories. Power already crazy enough.
Believe me, when you talk power, everybody got a theory. They think they think RSJ and Ghost is related, so I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, I heard that one too.
So many. I'm just ready to see that scene with where Kane has the gun on Braden. I just want to see it so bad. I just want to see what's about to
He
happen.
ain't doing nothing but trying to. They call him Sugar Daddy Kane. That's what the ladies call him. And
That's
because he a
fine. We got plenty of sugar. You saw the warehouse.
That's why. And I bet they did, and that's why Noma go coming back for him because they ain't getting no product because his stupid self got a whole Rico going. Noma don't care nothing about no Rico. They sit there and promise my baby that they got influence. They can get the police off they business, but none of them can do that because it's a Rico, and she want her money. And if they ain't got that bread, somebody got to go.
All right, so we're gonna go to the final the poll. I closed it out, and these are the results. Oh wow, we have 140 votes. Will Tariq get the go ahead to take out Kane? Yes. 52% says yes, 47% says no. So it's kind of sort of split down the middle, but not. So we all we all divided on this. So
Please get rid of Kane, man. Don't listen to the power fans. Stop doing what y'all did to Dre, Sacks. It don't matter if he the fan favorite. If it make it right, do you know what I mean? He got to go. He got too much plot armor. Kane's has to go. The Tejada family got to be able to feel that because they've been getting saved for 3 seasons now. It's time for
yeah.
that to stop happening.
Okay, so being as we talking about the Tejadas and one of them gotta go, what's up with Drew? What y'all think with Drew? You think Drew put some of the nails in his coffin this episode? I'm gonna go with Steve because Steve hardly talk. Steve.
Nah, I don't think he did. His family gonna have his back on that one.
Okay, what about you, pretty girl?
God, he's such a disappointment, child. I don't even know. I just want him to be single and find himself just for a little bit. I mean, he's just doing a lot. I tend to think about deaths and the character, how they're projecting in the future, if they're going to go on a downward or upward slope. I don't know. I don't see him. I can see him being more savage because now he probably really don't have zero F's to give.
Yep.
So that may be a reason for him to stay around.
All right, so I'm gonna show this clip one more time, and then EJ, you next, because people is putting in the comment because they wasn't here for the beginning of the live. This is the clip, and this is the reason why I'm saying he might get the go ahead from Monet.
Need some more work. I ain't tell her to do that.
Look, she's a mother. I understand. But she can't call him ever again.
All right? And Kane can't come for me again.
Look, I'm not giving you permission to hunt Kane down. But this is the streets. You gotta protect yourself at all times by any means necessary. So if he comes for you, it is what it is.
Okay, that's my evidence. And in the other video where she tells Kane, do not go up there and do not stay away from that girl. He defied her, and now he went up to the if she finds out about him going up to that jail, sure. I'm just saying. What's your take on it, EJ?
Yeah, so in regards to Drew, I honestly think that Drew is a wild card for me. Sometimes I think that at first I thought that Drew was gonna be a good fit to, possibly with all of the options that we have to lead the family. I thought that he was going to be a good fit, but now he's kind of gone on this downward spiral where he allows his emotions to kind of take control and take over him. And I feel like the only thing that this is going to do, especially after killing his lover, is just he's going to be more of a killer. And I don't know if it depends on how he channels this, these things. If he channels this and he moves smart, he's a great asset. But if he doesn't channel it and he just does things that he knows that he shouldn't do, like how he killed the Russian when he literally said at the table that wasn't the play, that they didn't need, you know what I'm saying? And then he turns around and goes directly and does that because he acted off of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Drew is such a wild card. I wouldn't trust him to lead the family in this state of mind at all. And I don't know if he necessarily dies though, but I do think that his family is going to help him with his situation. I don't think they're gonna leave him hanging like that. I think they gonna somehow help him get rid of the Castillos because we know that they're not gonna make it, but it's good to watch. But the Castillos are gonna go, but I don't know if they're gonna take one of the Tejadas with them. No, so
Right. That's what I'm thinking too.
Get him
Sounds
up
like
out of here, man.
Monique gave Tariq the go ahead to take out Kane. Exactly. And keep in mind that clip that I just showed y'all, that was from season 1. So that's why I feel like this is gonna be his go ahead. He's gonna get the go ahead. He already got it. Technically, she said if he comes after you, you do what you have to do. Protect
He
him.
technically did. He tried to set him up last season.
Yeah. So now, and he keep trying.
I'm saying like this: only Moochie, and probably Steel agree. I don't care what the Power fans say. Get rid of Kang. It's time to make a big splash. You only got 2 more seasons. Who cares if you're the favorite? Y'all can find somebody else. Get him up out of here. Let Drew become the savage that they want him to be. Let him, and hopefully because he actually got good plans. You know what I mean? When he's not emotional, and nobody's leading. If Monet is still alive, nobody's leading it to how the family but her.
Exactly.
But who said Kane is the favorite? Like you mentioned other examples like Sax and Dre. From my understanding, most people hated Sax and Dre. So how are they? I think for me, my perspective, Kane makes good TV. It's not about being a favorite or not.
He's
Some
a
people.
good antagonist.
Yeah, but who is he antagonizing though? He's not doing it for Tariq. That's
and
weak.
Braden.
That's weak though. That's getting boring. Bro. Like, think about it. What is he doing to Tariq? He's not smarter than him. What are you doing? Jealous of him. How many times you gonna get tired of this dude being jealous of another man on TV? Honestly, what is he jealous
How
of
long
for?
was Kane in trying to get his spot back in Original Ghost?
Look at this one. Go ahead. Look, would it be cool if they put Kane in a wheelchair or something like that? Let him live. I'm saying jail, but she talking about taking dudes' legs now.
Look about it. All right, you saying Kanan, right? Kanan had a reason to be mad at Ghost because Ghost and Tasha set him up. Who ain't gonna try to come back? He set him up and he took his sunshine away from him. Kane ain't got no reason to be mad at Tariq. Tariq ain't never took nothing from him. So why are you jealous of that boy?
He has a few reasons. Not saying that I agree with them, but he has reasons in his own right.
His mama, for one thing,
That's what I was going to bring up. Go ahead, EJ. You picking it back up. Go ahead.
His mom is the main reason why. I mean, think about all this time you're trying to get your mom's attention, her affection, trying to show her that you can lead the family, and then this dude come in there in one swap and figure out that somebody was a rat, which wasn't that hard to figure out. I'm not taking anything away from Reek. I'm just saying that it wasn't that hard to figure out that dude was a rat. And then all of a sudden Monet is in love with him and she's acting like he is the golden child that she always wanted. So of course Kane has a reason, and I'm not agreeing with his reason. I'm just telling you the inside of, of the mind of somebody who is, wanted that attention. He wants her approval. He don't want Poppy approval the way he wanted Monet approval. So
I hate to do it because I don't really like Monet. She can go too. But I hate I have to say that. But I agree with Monet. I wouldn't trust Kane with nothing. What have you ever done to even give bro? She gave him the money to go take care of a man's job, and he messed around and gave it to some white guy, and now the money is gone.
That's not his fault. Come on,
that's not his fault. He didn't know it was a Ponzi thing going on.
Oh my god!
Most people,
man.
most rich
but
people,
she's gonna look at it
money,
like that because she looks at him as an F up.
Exactly. The only thing. Sorry, go ahead. No, sorry, Mucci. I was like the only thing I felt like I would have changed is maybe a different company. But since he knows, hey, Braden is successful, that's a kind of like a alley-oop. But most people who are rich, they don't have a lot of liquid. They have a lot of investments.
I'm sorry to do this, but you would be on. We cool on this. We agree that Braden is not no goon. Braden is not as smart as people think he is. Just because he white,
he don't have to be.
But that was a big mistake giving all that money to a 19-year-old kid. At least go other places and see what's up. And then if you don't have no other, nowhere else to go, then go. To Braden. And then why is you giving him that? You're not even looking at it. You giving it to him. How about you and Braden go up there and do that? But he never did that, and that's why Monet don't trust him because he keep effing up.
But she raised them, so that's her fault.
That is her fault, but
There you
still,
go.
he's still messing up. When another thing, ain't nobody telling him to kill a cop. He did that. He was emotional. He's an emotional wreck, and
They
that's why.
both are though. Him and Drew. Drew
But
don't
Drew
think
is
right
more
when he's
solid.
emotional.
Drew is emotional off over over his I ain't gonna say he's emotional relationships.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like Kane. It's
Off his
still
boo.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that dude Kane is the biggest F up in that family. And if he go, they will not miss a beat. She don't need Kane no more. She got Tariq.
And sometimes I think people forget that anger is an emotion too. So people are emotional. It is what it is.
We all
Exactly.
get emotional, but he getting emotional over like, bro, like she loved Kane because you know why I say Monet love him because
Oh
she
yeah.
saved it. She saved his life against Mecca. She wasn't not about to let Mecca kill Kane, and she did what she was supposed to do. And in that clip, she said, "Don't if you come after my son, then I'm gonna come and hunt you." She ain't gonna let nobody kill her son. She still love her son, so she not gonna take no Tariq over no Kane. She don't even know Tariq.
Well,
So
I
I
do
don't know
like
why he being
I
emotional about
disagree
it.
with that. I disagree with that. Once if she find if I think they're gonna get her money back. But I do feel like once he went down to that precinct to see Effie, I think that's when she gonna know he did what he did because she knows how much he can't stand Tariq.
That's a
Um,
mistake. He keep messing up. Musa, you even said he keep messing up. There's no way to be sitting there telling Effie to snitch on Tariq, knowing that it's a Rico case. She told him this Rico case is real, and this dude sitting there doing dumb stuff. He not trying to help his sister. He's sitting. I know y'all Effie fans. Y'all gonna say that's okay for him to do that, but he was supposed to get information. He's sitting there having sex with Effie and sleeping in the bed overnight, instead of handling
mm-hmm.
business, and wondering why his mama don't respect him.
It was only for a few hours. She all right.
No,
Man,
he
and
broke
that
day with her. I'm sorry. He
exactly.
broke day with her. They was for like morning breath and everything, okay?
And when Tariq is getting the job done, this is not even her son. Tariq is when she asked Tariq to help me find if get some intel about Lorenzo. He came back the next day with intel and came up with the play and everything. How somebody that it's not in your family doing what you're supposed to do?
He helped with the whole intel with the whole Poppy thing with
Mm-hmm.
Zeke.
But
He does things. I'm not saying it's the best better than Tariq, but I'm just saying he do a little something something.
it was for, and
He
then he
has his
almost got his
moments.
boot. And then he almost got his boot smoke, and then want to sit there. My secret is good as yours. I ain't gonna say nothing now because you saved my life, man. Get up out of here, bro.
Hey,
Okay,
listen,
so
Kane has his moments. At the end of the day, Kane has his moments. We all know that there's some things that Kane has done good, and then there's some things that Kane has not done so good. But I think we got off track because I think what Pretty Girl and I were saying is that Kane's issue is that his mom has showed Tariq more respect in the sense of what he's been trying to get from her his entire life. I think that was the whole.
But he's a f up though. He can't, man. She basically saying the man is dumb. She done seen it before. I mean, like, come on now. Like, how can you take her for some of the stuff that he do? I don't like Monet, and I think she wrong how she treat her kids and stuff like that.
But
And
you
even
asked
with
why.
Kane.
You asked why Kane would feel the way he feels. We were answering that question. This is why he feels this
mm-hmm.
way because of this.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
someone searches for something, it can have an effect. What Tariq was searching for in the Howard, he was searching for the truth. How many f ups he had?
Who
I'm
Tariq?
Yeah.
just yes. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
remember how he was messing up in power? Shoot, he was the F up.
But he was, but Kane is a grown man. Tariq was a kid. That's a big difference. Kane is 23 years old. Tariq was 17, 16 years old. Big difference. And he had a father figure in his life, even though he killed her because Tasha did what she did. But Tariq was a kid. Kane is a grown man.
I don't understand your point about the father figure, but okay.
But he did. But I'm saying I'm just saying if you have a real father figure in your life, you're not going to be sitting there jealous of another man. And that's what Kane is doing. He's jealous of a man that he doesn't know.
But it has to do with his mother. He wants his mother's.
Why did he kill Ramirez? Because he was taking time away from his mother.
Why is Drew not jealous of Tariq?
They two
Because
different
she
people.
babies Drew. You don't see how she did him when he had all of that stuff. Go there and lay down on your back so I can rub all of this.
No, it was the
y'all
stomach.
making
It was the
excuses for
stomach.
Yeah, on
this
your
man for
stomach
being
or
jealous
something
of
like
another
that. I
man.
knew it was
No,
something
that's
like
crazy.
that. So
Because it's a
y'all
real
forgot about
thing.
that.
It's a real thing, but this is.
Look at how she was holding him when she found out that
Exactly.
it was
I feel you.
what
I don't
she
know,
was
man.
sitting on his lap.
I'm
Cradling
sorry. I
him.
respectfully disagree. Take your mommy issues out on your mama. Don't hate me because
Thank
the
you,
choices
Tamika.
and how
Thank
your
you.
mama is treating you. Your mama was
Exactly.
treating you that way before I came along. I'm sure it didn't start when I got here.
We're not saying
Exactly.
King is
We're not,
right. We're just
we're not, yeah,
telling,
Kane is not right for
explaining.
that, but that's how he is.
Exactly.
He
Yeah,
asked the question
that's his
why he was
logic, I
blamed.
guess. But I
That's
just
the
can't
excuse for
stand
him to do
jealous,
what he
hating
do.
people.
That's the
Yeah.
excuse. Hey, Tamika, that's the
It's
excuse for what he been doing. Ain't no way you should be. He 23 years old, jealous of an 18-year-old on this show because your mama ain't give you no hug. Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
the
talk
part
to
of the
your
story
mama.
that I don't like because I be feeling like if he didn't have that part, they
He would
actually
be
probably
better.
could have been a team and been able to come at things in different ways. But that whole hating, jealous, angry because my mama like you, it turns me off.
Exactly. It's terrible, man. Like, bro, get over it. Go talk to your mama. You had a chance. If your mama ain't giving you no type of feeling, you can easily go talk to your daddy. You didn't even want to do that. You wanted the kid. You wanted him to be your slave. So I
Yeah,
don't want
that's
that
what
excuse.
he wasted time with doing that. That's where he wasted time, and that's where he messed up. I
Yeah.
feel like you holding that. He wanted to dangle that carrot over Lorenzo's head and get
Mm-hmm.
him beat up. That was a waste of time, and it was stupid. He wasted like he's gonna regret that because now that his father is gone, even though I think he knows his mama did it. Like what
Yeah, I
I
think
had
he knows
I
too,
had
pretty much.
the comment highlighted, but I can't find it right now. But yeah, I agree with that as far as him not wanting to. How can I say this? I'm at a loss for words. I'm trying to piece it together. I feel like if he didn't go so hard at Lorenzo, it wouldn't have been so obvious because that's how the mother really saw stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Davis McClain basically her confirmation was Davis McClain and Tariq with the IG being away
Right.
somewhere in DR when that whole thing went down.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he's spending too much time worried about another man instead of worrying about really bossing up and do and start like Tariq told him in episode 10 season 2, why are you worrying about me? You need to be worrying about what you need to do. And he's right. Stop worried about me. You jealous of I'm not even if I really wanted you, I could have set you up, I could have killed you, but out of respect to your mother and kind of your family, I'm not gonna do it. I'm actually helping you. So why are
I
you
think
being jealous?
he's forcing his hand now.
Yeah.
When we watch this episode, he's gonna force his hand where he's gonna have to put him somewhere like to chill, like jail, or he gonna take him out. That's like I said, I showed y'all the video. I showed y'all the two clips where if you listen, pay attention, she's gonna give him the go ahead, especially if she finds out that they went up to that Kane went up to that jail to talk to her as a lawyer. This kid is that was. That's the part I don't understand. How did you get in there? I'll say it again. I know I said it in the beginning. How you getting in there as a lawyer and showing credentials? What did you have? What you took? Davis McClain stuff? That's
Yeah,
the
he's
only thing
supposed to be like Clark Kent because he got the glasses on. They can't recognize him.
The big
come
bozo,
on
man.
now.
And that hey Moochie, and you see why I hate to say this, but you see why Monet be hard on him because he be doing stupid stuff.
That's the stupid stuff I'm talking about. But not for nothing, I'm gonna give him credit. He did do a lot of smart things this season too, but
He did.
some of the things was like that whole gloating situation with his father. That was a waste of time, and it put the spotlight on him, and it made them all notice that something was off.
And if you
Yep.
really want to just take it one step further, and this is just because, like I said, for me, Kane takes a few steps forward, then he takes some back. But if we just really want to go that next level, I always like to talk about indirectly how things happen indirectly. Indirectly, it was Kane's push to Lorenzo that caused Lorenzo to take the weight to Diana to sell more drugs, which we could say inadvertently is why she ended up in the situation she was in. Just saying, everything always starts somewhere and ends, one cause, one effect. It always happens that way. You take a little bit of these things out of the way and then certain things don't happen. But Kane is not the smartest character in the world. That is true. But he has done some good things. And I do want to point that out because I know we got a lot of people in the chat who love Kane. I'm not a Kane hater. I just don't like when he does dumb stuff sometimes, but he has done a lot of things this season. I really liked how his character went. And if I'm being completely honest, I do like seeing Kane in the show. Do I want him dead sometimes? Sometimes, but I also like the fact that he is a good antagonist. I don't know how long this could go on. And I do get your point on that, Detroit, because it can only go on for so long before we, get tired of it. So I get where you're saying there. So I'm not taking that away from you.
I'm not mad. I just want him to shoot Tariq. Make me believe y'all don't like each other. Because that's all I ask for. Because if you keep staring at him, and then calling him names, joking and stuff like that, and he's sitting at your table with your mama. You're not really enemies, because you're working together, like PG said.
And they could be great together. I mean, to be honest, if we really, they could be, if you take away, that little thing. But like I said, you asked one very specific question, and that's why he feels the way he feels. And this is why he does. It literally has to do with his mother. That's point blank and period. It's all about his mommy and the acceptance that he wants from her. And everybody knows that just like people need daddy's love, people also need their mother's love. And that's just the truth of the matter.
That's a fact.
So
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like Tamika said, you can't, just because you need mommy love and daddy love, you can't get mad at another person because they coming around and stuff like that. You take it. That's just, you shouldn't be jealous of that. Take that up with your mom and your daddy.
But you are going to be jealous. I mean, that's just how human nature works. You're going to be jealous because they're getting something that you want. It's not right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that that's the way that it works. People get jealous because that's usually why people are jealous. I mean, that's the definition of jealousy in theory.
And sometimes sometimes I was just saying, sometimes when people have like Kane's situation, you can't necessarily go at your mama like how you can go at Tariq. So even though he may be needing to give all that heat to Monet, he can't do that necessarily. He's going to give it to the next best thing in his eyes. And just keeping it real, just bringing it to real life, even though this is a show. And some level, we all have some form of influence from our parents, that we carry on to our adulthood. So it is realistic in a sense in terms of how Kane is dealing. And not saying it's right, not saying it's mature, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna take two more comments, and we want to so that way we can analyze them and question and answer the questions. And this is one from Miss Smith. She said, "Could Kane could have got some nurturing from Lorenzo, but he effed up mistreating his father. Kane real wrong on that. Old enough, like Brillo and EJ said, to not be like that. Wise up, boss up, stop watching Tariq." Exactly.
Ding, ding, ding. That's all I was just saying, bro. That's
okay.
All I'm saying.
What's your take on it, pretty girl?
Well, there's a couple things. I feel like honestly, this season he has I don't want to say the hate, but the focus on Tariq has been decreasing. Like I even noted a few episodes ago when he was first offered Effie the money for tuition. He for the first time from my honestly, recollection, he bigged up Tariq. He was like, "You got to give it to Tariq. When he gets stuff done, he get it done." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was kind of a forward thing with Kane. So I feel like, yes, he's jealous in terms of the relationship and with Monet. But keeping it real, I do feel like he is still learning from Tariq as well, as he did with Mecca, as he's doing with his father. He's not a child, but sometimes it takes a village to help you grow.
Yeah.
All right. You know
I
what?
agree.
I
Can I
want to
say
ask y'all.
something?
Yeah, you can say something, and then
I'm it's too. I don't know why the writers didn't do this, but they could. You want to know why, Kane? If you really want to know why Tariq's so smart, how about you use Google and Google up his father, and then that pop up, and then you do your history about that, and then you'll understand. Oh, James St. Patrick. Oh, dang, he ran with Kanan. These are two goons from Queens. These dudes are pretty smart. Then you start respecting Tariq. But he haven't. None of them have did their research about Tariq.
I
They
just
don't
want
know
to know
this
how they
kid.
don't know about him if they doing the same business.
You can blame that
How
on
they don't
Courtney
know
Kemp.
about and he was a politician. The last length of his life, he was a politician. I want to know how they don't know about him like that. Especially Monet. She should have knew. The only thing she knew because Tariq confirmed it was what he did to his father. Now, okay, the reason Kane hates Tariq is because Tariq checked him the night he showed up for dinner. Usually, most people that come across Kane is scared of him. Yeah, he's not scared of Kane. He's not scared of him, but he don't want to take him out because he didn't want to do it last season when he could have did it. Because remember, him and Effie had that conversation. So he was
Yeah.
like, "Nah, I can't do that right now. It's too hot." So it's
If
definitely too hot now. So I think he gonna put him in jail.
Effie did tell him, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta give Effie her credit on this. She said you might need to put don't mess with them. She told Tariq, do not mess with the Tejadas. And he said he can't right now.
But whose fault is that though? This is all going back to Braden. Because
That is
remember,
true.
Tariq did not want to be involved with that. He made him come to that meeting with Kane, and that's how Noma got them all together.
It's the
So,
baby, that's the silver spoon going for you. They always want to be in them drug game, but stuff about to get real now. Now you about to
yeah,
see what it is.
He's
yeah.
gonna be selling drugs for real, because his family is gonna lose all that money for the most part.
Well, he
Exactly,
is
PG.
for real, because they got to keep that money coming in. But
Well, I mean, for
it's gonna be.
necessity, he won't have
Oh
the
yeah,
cushion. Yeah.
definitely. It's gonna be consequences and repercussions for the simple fact of what's went on today with that RSK and the whole them finding out that whole thing is a Ponzi scheme.
Mm, mm, mm. And
All
Braden
right,
can't
so
do
we've
nothing
been
about it.
here actually 2 hours. We had 160 people. It's down to 155. I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you, pretty girl, for coming because I meant to send the link and I forgot to send it to you and Brillo, and then I sent it out. So thank you, Tamika. What you got going on your channel? Because I know you got for the Power fans. Pretty girl, let them know what's coming on. What you got coming up next?
Yes, thank you for having me on, Lucci. So yes, tomorrow at 8:15, I will be picking up and resuming my original Power recaps. I guess we'll call it book 1. And this particular episode is episode 5 of season 4. This is when Ghost is finding out about his Rico. He's still in jail. We got to deal with Terry Silver and Charlie Murphy's character. So it's a lot going on. Those, that gruesome scene. So we'll be recapping that. And I will be having another Power Live dissecting a few pointers from this season and what I want to see for the next 2 episodes. And that most likely will be on Thursday. But please subscribe, y'all. I'm on a go in the road to 1,000. So I would appreciate all of the love and support. Thank you.
Yes, and if you are not subscribed to Pretty Girl Loves Trap content, please subscribe to her channel. That is her name. Her link is in the description. So please be sure to subscribe to her channel if you have not. Tamika, what you got going on, girl?
I'm not sure. I'm working on some stuff behind the scenes, trying to get some things going. I don't know what days it's going to be what, but it will be some type of, Power Predictions Live. I think we trying to discuss possibly doing another show, putting that in the mix, and then maybe a trivia on Saturday. Keep your notifications on. Check the community tab. Follow me. Subscribe to me. I am also trying to get to 1,000, and I think I'm like 3 people away from 700 the last time that I checked. So please subscribe. Thank you, Moochie, for having me.
Thank you. EJ, what you got going on, boo?
Yeah, first and foremost, thank you for having me. Always a pleasure. And yeah, I am going to tomorrow. If you watch Ruthless, if you're into Ruthless, Vacate J, I'll think Home of the Ruthless Addicts and Ruthless TV. We're going to be doing our live for that on VKJ's channel. I'm going to be doing some more power content this week and next week. And then I'm also going to be, and I'll probably be doing like a couple of movies and some other stuff. I think I got some first impression videos that are coming out. And then hopefully we will do the live for this other show. I'm going to do regular videos for it, but hopefully we'll be able to do the lives because I really would love to be able to do the lives for this show. So that would be great. And that's about it.
All right. So does
Can I
anybody
say
else have?
something?
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you.
We 100. I'm almost 100 people in Discord, so hopefully people will join. And
If y'all have the link, can somebody put the link to Discord down in the chat? That way y'all could, if y'all want to join the Discord, you could join. So put the link up and keep your
and
notifications on. I was supposed to go live with Miss K, but I didn't know that this was gonna be this long, and this was a great discussion tonight. So what I do want to do is please keep your notifications on. I'm gonna look and see if there is a trailer for Power Force. I did not see it, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. So I'm gonna check, and then we might do a breakdown of the trailer. We will be doing a breakdown of the I will be doing a trailer breakdown also. So just keep your notifications
and,
on, and
and,
we are gonna do a pregame probably Thursday night
and
next
me and
week.
EJ supposed to be doing something after
Okay.
the finale. We're gonna have a nice, friendly, debate, have some topics and stuff. I think when is the finale? Like May 26th?
I don't know. I think
It's like
Yeah,
so.
it's
that's like
February.
Labor Day
That's
weekend, right?
Memorial Weekend, so they
Yeah,
normally don't, but
Memorial.
I'm not sure.
So I
Yeah, it's
don't. They
Memorial
might
weekend.
would. Let me find out. They ain't coming back on till June.
No, they
No,
coming.
it's gonna be done by then.
It's going. Yeah, it's the last. It's May 26th, and oh yeah, Happy Mother's Day to y'all too. By the way, Nita,
Okay.
PG. I
Thank
don't know
Yeah,
if
because
you.
either
that's
you have
this
any kids, but
weekend.
happy and Tamika, Happy Mother's Day to y'all. Y'all deserve it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I was trying to put the link in there, but I don't think it went
It's
through.
there.
You gotta have Inga to do it because
Hold on. I no. I can get it on.
all right.
Okay.
Okay, Inga did it. Okay. Thanks, Inga. All right, so that's our show for tonight. Thanks for coming out. God bless, and we will see you guys soon. Later.
All right.